What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna make a video just so you guys can get to know a little bit more about me. So I am gonna do 22 random facts about me, and I do have them written down because I have horrible memory. Bonus fact. Let's begin. So back in 2016, I was in a sorority. I don't even know like what stages I passed because I know there's like a lot of different stages. But I ended up not continuing like being in the sorority, so I am like not in it anymore. Like, I don't know, whatever. But basically, I was in one at one point. Second fact, I have misophonia, which basically means that I detest, I loathe, I cannot stand the sounds of chewing and sometimes like loud breathing. It makes me very angry and I don't know why. Like, I can't help it. I cannot stand chewing noises, especially like really close to me. The only person that I don't mind and that I actually like hearing their chewing noises is Avery. And I don't know if it's the fact that I like really love her or what, but hers don't bother me. I am left-handed, so yes, this is my main hand. Woo. Okay. So I am left-handed. I've always been left-handed. I learned to do right-handed things with my left hand, if that makes any sense. I don't know. So I don't know. I think I'm special and unique in that way. I believe in aliens. Like, I know it's like the weirdest thing, but I don't believe in like the little green men. Like, I believe there has to be some other form of like life out there. It's a huge, enormous universe. Like, we cannot be the only planet with life in it. So I truly believe there's something else out there. I love learning about conspiracy theories. Like, I can spend hours just like reading stories about conspiracy theories. I don't know why. They are really interesting. They entertain the heck out of me. I just love it. I have had a near-death experience once in my life. This one's kind of like weird to talk about. Like, now it's like whatever, but I was a little bit traumatized. Back when I was in second grade, I was like 8 or 9, I can't remember. I remember it was a weekend and we were in my mom's room. My brother and I were in my mom's room. Well, we were actually all in my mom's room, and she was cleaning, and from what I remember, there was a song on the radio that came on and I wanted to dance with my little brother. He is 3.5 years younger than me. So at that time he was like 5 or 6, something like that. So I wanted to dance with him and he didn't want to, so he pushed me and I fell back and I hit my head on the bedboard of my mom's bed, basically, and it is made out of really heavy wood and it was very pointy. So I hit my head and I started bleeding a lot. So I was rushed to the ER. I had to have staples in me. I actually still have the scar. So yeah, that's my near-death experience. I love the beach, but I hate the water. I love going to the island. We actually live really close to SPI, so I love going there any chance I get, but I will not get into like a beach water. I am like, at most I'll like dip my toes in it, but like I will not like swim and like be in there. I have this huge fear that like bacteria will like enter my system and like be like monsters inside of me. I don't know, and I do not like the feeling of like having something brush up against your leg. It's just like, it freaks me out. I can't. I am extremely lazy, but I will get my things done, you know, like I'll get my things done, but I'm lazy, but I'm a germaphobe. Like I do not like to touch dirty stuff. Like for example, when I have to take the trash out into like the huge city trash bins that every house has, I don't know, like if I lift it, I'll use like 2 fingers and then I'll feel like my fingers dirty, like until I wash them. And even then sometimes I have to wash them like 3 times because I still feel like if they're dirty, like they feel weird. So I don't like touching dirty things. I love to disinfect. I don't know, it's just weird. Like I don't like feeling like there's germs or bacteria on things. But I'm lazy because it takes a lot for me to clean. I cannot sleep with socks on. Like I cannot for the life of me sleep with socks on. It makes me feel very weird and uncomfortable. So my feet are always cold whether I have socks on or not. So either way, like it doesn't matter. The blanket will warm them up for me, but I cannot sleep with socks on. Like if I happen to be very tired and I fall asleep with socks on, I will wake up in the middle of the night just to take them off. Like I can't. Okay, I might get hate for this one, but I'm sorry, like I just couldn't. I got very bored watching The Lion King, the cartoon version. Like I haven't even watched the live version, whatever, because I just do not like The Lion King. Like I don't like it. Okay, so this one's funny and it's actually a very embarrassing story. I once got stung by a bee in my butt, like right on my butt cheek. I was at Dominic's house, well now his parents' house. We had just started dating and we were on this trampoline that they used to have, and we were just like jumping, chilling, and then all of a sudden I feel like a little like pain in my butt, and I go to brush it off, and when I brush it off, the bee comes with me, and I was like, oh my god, a bee just stung me. And I wasn't very like comfortable with his parents the way that I am now. So it was very embarrassing for me to go in the house and have his mom like take out the bee stinger out of my butt. Like it was so weird. So I was just there in the dining room table, and I don't remember if she took it out or I ended up taking it out, but I was there with like a nice bag, and like it was very embarrassing. At one point in my life, I could speak 4 languages. Now I can only speak 2. So it's Spanish, English, French, and sign language. I wasn't like fluent, but I can hold a conversation. Now the only ones that I'm like obviously fluent in is Spanish and English because I am Mexican American. So I might get hate for this one as well. I don't know. I don't follow astrology. Like it doesn't interest me. I don't know, it's just not something that like I believe in necessarily, because I don't think that like, oh, the day that you were born in or the month is gonna like depict how you are and who you are. Like no, like I decide that, you know. I lived in Mexico for a year, so I don't know if it counts because I don't remember. I was like a year old, and we lived in my grandfather's house for a while there. So we live in a border city, right? So we live in the United States, but it's a border city, so like Mexico's right there. We would always go when I was younger. Now we like go rarely, but we ended up living there, you know, for a while. So I guess that still counts. So my favorite TV show like of all time that I'm obsessed with, that I've watched like millions and millions and millions of times, is The Office. I am extremely obsessed with it. I have this weird crush on Dwight. I don't know why. So I don't know, I just love The Office. It's my thing. I'm afraid of feeling pain. I'll like deliberately be more cautious, like living or like doing my daily thing, just so I don't have to like bump into anything or like have to have like a paper cut or like, you know, just have like the little pains are like what I don't like feeling. I obviously have given birth, so I have been in an extreme amount of pain, but yeah, I just don't like to feelings. Speaking about birth, I want to have a big family. Like Dom and I have talked about it so much, and we're so excited because we really want a lot of kids. When I say a lot, like we want like 5, maybe 6 kids. I know that's crazy, and I just love the idea of like when we're old, having all our kids and their like significant others and their kids come to our house and just having like a huge like family dinner. Like, I don't know, that is like something that I really want. I hate wearing glasses. I don't know why the universe just decided that I was gonna need glasses. And like, I never talk about it, I never complain about my glasses, but I just hate having to wear them, and it's just like an annoyance. And I know it's like, well, why don't you just get LASIK? But no, I used to work with eye doctors, and like all these negative effects kind of like left me traumatized. So I'm just gonna continue with my glasses and contacts for the rest of my life. I am not quick-witted like at all. I hate that about me, because like sometimes when it's like not even having to argue, but just having like a conversation with someone, it's like I can't think of like a good comeback or something, and I hate it because like I'll like be thinking about it like way after the conversation is over, and like I'll think of something and it's like, damn, like I should have said that, you know. And so I'm just not quick-witted at all. I am obsessed with watching period piece like movies and shows. So like The Tudors, Versailles, Reign, like all these movies and shows about previous kings and queens from like thousands of years ago, from like England and France and Italy. Like I'm obsessed with. I just love learning about kings and queens from like way back then. So I love it. 22 is my favorite number. That's why I decided to do 22 random facts about me. Like almost anything I try to do is like with the number 22. Like if I am going to like enter a raffle or something, I'll choose number 22. I just think it's like my lucky number, so I just love it. I was born November 22nd, so I guess that's why I like it. And finally, the last random fact. I wore a cast my 6th grade year. It was the day after my birthday party, and we had actually had a small little thing at my house with like some friends and like some family members, and the tables were still up. So I was helping my mom bring the tables down, and there was this one specific table that some neighbor had lent us. It was extremely heavy, like a wood table, so extremely heavy. And all I remember is that my mom had told me to wait for her, and I didn't listen. So I decided to be like, you know what, I'm gonna show her that I can do it. And so I tried to fold the table by myself, and the table ended up falling on my foot. The thing is that I don't remember if it was my right foot or my left foot. So basically ended up falling on my foot. My mom had to take me to the doctor, and I got a cast. Yeah, it was a tough time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope y'all learned a little bit more about me and liked it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys in